The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
So here are the Chiefs now coming out for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his 3rd season in the league.
And what a great game that was to watch last week, because he put on a show in the wild card round with 5 touchdown passes. So if you ever want to see what a hot quarterback looks like, watch that tape. Let's see if that same hot quarterback shows up in this one.
And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now left side on the swing pass. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Clinton Williams in there to drop it for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. On to punt, Jamie Gillen. But he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Taken right around the 44. Oh, what a move.
So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return.
And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And the quality of opponent goes up a notch here in this divisional round. But he's coming off such a sensational performance, I'm not sure he cares. 4 touchdown passes in the last game, and you'd have to imagine his head coach would sign up for that right now.
Well, he gave one defender the slip, but others waiting in the wings and dropping him behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Throw out wide to Walker.
Heck of a move. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, you think about it, you got a rookie quarterback at the helm, the divisional round of the playoffs here, and that head of his just has to be spinning, doesn't it?
Well, normally you'd have to say yes, but I do think that the way things went last week, how he played in the wild card win, how sensational he was, that'll stop his head from spinning. And now he's in a situation that's getting towards uncharted territory, because you've got Joe Flacco, Mark Sanchez, the only 2 rookies to win 2 playoff games in 1 year. He's trying to join that company, but it's not going to be easy to get it done.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw here. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a 1st-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the 1st down there. No hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would try to run through the entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he takes this one in for a Browns score. Kenneth Walker, a 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Browns are on the board first here in this division round matchup. And for the extra point, Cameron Dicker.
Boy, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. So that drives 7 plays in length.
And it was Kenneth Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And for them, maybe a little carryover from last week's game. They got the win on the road in the wild card round, on the road here again in the divisional round, but they're hanging tough.
Hey, cue a little music, right? Well, on the road again. I mean, this has been kind of the mantra they're under right now, and they can't change it. The season dictated what would happen with them, right? They had to go on the road for the first round for the playoff. They're on the road again, and sometimes teams get really comfortable with that. Not only the idea of going on the road and shocking the world, but just, hey, it's just us. We don't have to worry about outside distractions. It's just us. Let's go play.
Becomes that us against the world mentality. And now off to the races, down the right side. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he's going to be shoved out, but not before he gets this down to the 20-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 55 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side.
And this is going to be intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. And the Browns are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this a spot where those points are given away? It could cost them a ball game.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
Now a dump off here complete, and they'll get him down here at the 23. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second down. A quick throw out wide, caught by Robinson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a first down as well. Running left is Walker. Down the numbers. There he goes. Inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Ken Walker with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Browns lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. And now here comes Kansas City. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's complete to K.J. Osborne. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Ernest Jones, the linebacker, with a sack.
Well, partners, the first quarter, too early to start talking about needing a comeback. They're down 2 touchdowns already, and that sack, that disrupts this drive. They need something to go right on offense, and they need it to happen soon.
Throwing on second and long. Purdy got his man. It's Warren. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. We'll see what the... Here, a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Purdy with it on 3rd and long. Throwing quickly there, but hits incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Officially nothing on that one. No gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and knock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's good for a 1st down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. They'll run for it. It's Walker. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Purdy now on 2nd down. He finds his man complete. That's Warren. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. We'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Here's Walker to start the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly. That was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Now run straight ahead with Warren. And he's going to build his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Jalen Warren taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chiefs have cut it back within a score. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to... Sanders taken at the goal line. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. And the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control of that. Others, they're going to look at a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, the goal is not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
On second down, it's Walker. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football. And this offense on third down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Flush to his right. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Got exactly what they wanted there out of the RPO and had the defense out of position.
One word for you there. Excellent. Because he read all the keys properly, made the right decision, and look at the result. Pretty substantial gain.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 108 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Did he get the feed down? Yes! Touchdown! Amon-Ra St. Brown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Browns have taken a 2-touchdown
Extra point try now from Dicker.
It's good, and it is now 21-7. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again.
And this not an easy situation. You're down early in the elements. You're on the road.
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Well, they have the run for no gain. The 25 on 2nd and 10.
Purdy looking to throw.
He finds his man, complete. It's Ward. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City first. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
A handoff for Ward.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
First down, Kansas City.
And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Purdy now to throw. Open man is Osborne.
2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
First down, Chiefs.
Here's Purdy.
That'll be taken in by Shaheed. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it's second down.
Well, there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected, but sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it. Sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
Throwing here, Purdy. Gets this complete to Shaheed. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up. Situation, the defense was effective.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. And the Browns are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. Pretty well, and he's been right.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. He'll look to throw. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and run for it. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off for the first down. They'll look to throw. He completes this to Walker. They'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first, before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
7-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Rondale Robinson, 27 yards. And the Browns continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. And the Chiefs offense ready to go again. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is. Ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't. They'll still think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Quentin Williams. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That... they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Reload. Now Purdy. He finds his man, complete. It's Warren. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Taken from just outside the 30. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Nifty move. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. That punt returns 69 yards. And the Browns continue to pull away here in this first half. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And this will come out to the 25 as Osborne elects not to return it. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense.
And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for KC. 47 yards.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
Now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Back to throw, Purdy. That'll be caught by Cup. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Here is 3rd down and 4. Purdy will set up to throw it here. He gets this into the hands of Cup once again. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Let's go.
Purdy. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Cooper Kupp as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. They took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now down to 20.
Chiefs 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. A look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the 3rd quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the 2nd half of this AFC divisional round. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Browns offense set to go to work to begin this 3rd quarter. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
And even 150 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They moved it a combined 33 yards. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our 2nd half blowout material. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Chiefs' 37-yard line.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll try for the first with Walker. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
It's now 4th down and less than a yard.
They'll try and run for it. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
He's got this complete to Robinson.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
That's another Browns first down. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Back to throw here. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Browns take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further.
I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
Osborne decides against a run back, and this will come out to the 25.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
First down, Cheifs.
On first down, Purdy.
Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at their 48-yard line.
Back to throw again.
Looks again for T.J. Hockenson, and he's got him again.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 30. A good pickup there of 22.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now Purdy. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. Now a 2nd and 10. Purdy will look to throw again here.
Looking middle, and that's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Jalen Warren with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs get a bit closer.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Kenneth Walker headed back out there.
He is hoping to find the end zone for a 3rd time, and we sit now in the 3rd quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
You're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 9.
They'll set up a throw.
And he fires one incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Browns. Amon-Ra St. Brown, his second touchdown of the afternoon. So we're able to add on to that lead. Dicker down to tack on the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. And out come the Chiefs now. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. And a loose football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. On the give, it's Warren. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as the tackle made at about the 38.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. His throw incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Purdy now on second down. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Play action. Now Purdy. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Chiefs first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Purdy sets up to throw again. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the... First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort. One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. A great effort there. 27 yards. And the Chiefs get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And able to get this out to the 25. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they have made this look easy. I mean, there's not supposed to be anything easy about the NFL playoffs, but this lead, yes, they're at home, but this has been impressive.
And we hear all the time when upsets happen, teams go on the road, that maybe home field advantage isn't all it's cracked up to be. But you and I both know the reality is teams really fight hard to get it. Why? You don't ever have to change routine. Everything's familiar going into the game. It makes things easier, and that has paid off for them in a big way in this contest.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. On 1st down, it's Purdy. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Purdy to throw again on 2nd and 10. Over the middle and complete to Shaheed. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a 1st down. Purdy now to throw. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. Here's Purdy. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Osborne. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. Purdy looking to throw. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
Foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
We're going to look at Amon-Ra St. Brown as his offense readies for the next drive.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Just a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Walker.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
174 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this one is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Now they'll throw here. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a 1st down.
That's good for a Browns 1st down.
From the gun, it's Walker.
And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, and bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out. We've got him now.
He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here.
Give to Walker on the read option.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
Logan Wilson that time there to bring him down.
Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And the Chiefs now getting set to go.
Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Back to throw, Purdy.
Throw left side, complete to Cup. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for just 3. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. The offense on 3rd down tonight, not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And quickly, they get to the line.
Again, it's Purdy to throw it. Now the ball comes loose. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take us.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Dancing to his left. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go now.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. Hawkinson crossing the middle and bringing it in. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. On 1st down, Purdy. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Purdy to throw it on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. That's Warren. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Once more, Purdy looking to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Purdy on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete as well.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. It's the fullback with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Chiefs' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. 2nd and 5. Now he'll try to run with this. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Trying the left side with Walker. And he is going to lose yardage here. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. So the Chiefs now down by 10, a little under 30 seconds remaining. It's certainly a tough situation on the road, needing 2 scores to stay alive in the playoffs as they come up 1st and 10. Purdy to throw. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Here's Purdy to throw. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion. The Browns going to roll on as we say so long, everybody.